Hi, welcome back. If you've just joined us, today we're talking about Crusader, Uniqueness, Neurological Traumatization. Now, if you aren't sure what this is, it's a fairly serious mental illness caused by excessive exposure to media text, in particular the superhero movie. Now, this causes the conscious and subconscious to combine, causing the patient to believe they have powers beyond the norm. And it's quite closely related to dissociative identity disorder. Here are some charts and statistics just about to come up on the screen now. While you have a look at them, I'm going to wheel around a little bit. A local man from Bristol was found to suffer from the same delusion. He believes he can move objects with his mind. For reasons of security, he wished to conceal his identity. Pat McGroin reports.
Tell me about your powers then.
So basically, I got like telekinetic powers, which lets me move things. Not on a massive scale like buildings and bridges and people, but doors and windows, things that are supposed to be moved. It's a bit sporadic though, when people are watching, get a bit nervous and the power fails. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
And what sort of thing do you use them for in your everyday life?
Well, basically I try and keep it simple, like just helping me move doors, close my car door, open fridges, and yeah, just your general stuff really. I don't try and do it for the better, just the normal stuff really.
So you're not out fighting evil or anything?
No, you know, most people will try their best to do something with a power like I got, but no, I'll leave that to the proper superheroes, not for people who can just move doors.
Why did you choose to keep your identity secret?
Well, I mean, I don't want the whole world trying to look for this freak who can move doors and windows, so I just want to stay quiet and only a few selected mates of mine know what I can do. So I don't want the world to know about it.
What do other people think of your powers?
Not many people know, but a lot of my regulars in the pub try to make me exploit it to their advantage, but they kind of accept but then reject in a more serious way.
Right, so how did you discover your powers?
Well, I was, at a young age, my mum and dad died, so I moved in with my auntie and uncle, and it was a windy winter night. I was about 6, and the door was open, and I was thinking about my parents. And I was looking at the door, and all of a sudden, it slammed shut, and I thought that must have just been the wind. But I opened the door again, and tried to think about closing the door, and all of a sudden it slammed shut again. So I knew from a very early age that I had some special powers, and then my uncle got murdered. He spoke to me on the day before he died and said, just don't do anything stupid. So I'll always hold that with me. for the rest of my life.
So you're aware there's other people with powers. Have you ever considered seeking help about it?
Well, I know there's a few other people in the world with powers, but no, I just want to be left alone and live an ordinary life. A few close friends know about it, but I don't want the world to know it and follow me around like I'm some superhero or some freak.
Okay, so we're done. Anything else?
Yeah, that's it. Done.
Okay, Sam. Cheers, mate.
Turn it off.
Fuck.
When asked for a demonstration of said powers, we were refused. So instead we have a reconstruction, set to the tune of Edvard Grieg's In the Hall of the Mountain King. We've been out and about on the streets talking to people like you to see what you make of CUNT and whether you think people have the right to become superheroes. Pretty close.
It's kind of like, as opposed to in the movies when people try to do things like that, and there was a couple of films where people tried to do this, then there's something kind of like a fantasy about that. It's kind of, actually, it brings up some pity.
No, I think it's definitely serious. I mean, the range of mental illnesses that can be present in a society just varies completely, and if someone's got themselves down that road, I mean, there's no stopping them at a point. You just don't know.
I think he's trying to do somebody else's job and he should leave it to the police, to be honest. I think he risks being quite seriously hurt.
You can't take the law into your own hands. It's just one of the things society has set down. You can't break the law. I mean, we're not here to break them. The police are here to enforce them. What we can't just take the law into your own hands like that.
So that was you, the general public. This is me enjoying nature. I'm here in the Blue Peter Garden, and well, it hasn't been the same since George the Tortoise died. Anyway, thank you for all your texts and tweets and everything. We've just received information about a person in Sweden who actually believes they're invisible. So we sent a field reporter to try and find them. Let's have a look.
When you think of the superhero, you immediately see them in a big city, living life on the edge. So when I was given the chance to go over and meet one, I snatched at the opportunity. However, this hero couldn't be anything further from what I'd imagined. I'm Craven Moorhead, and I've travelled to the snowy landscapes of Sweden, a place notorious for its beauty and cold weather, and home to an invisible woman. I was taken to a little town called Malmberget in the Lapland region to meet local student Anita Fuck. I had no idea what to expect.
She's invisible.
Hej, jag är tillbaka. Anita.
Hello, I'm back. I'm Anita.
Hello, I'm Craven. It's nice to meet you.
Detsamma.
You too.
Jag ska visa er runt.
I will show you around.
Anita kindly invited me into her home, allowing time for a few questions. How do you know you have superpowers?
Det var när jag var i skolan och jag gick i korridoren och jag försökte hälsa på alla. Men ingen såg mig och ingen sa hej. Det var då jag märkte att jag var osynlig.
She went to school and tried to say hello to everybody or make some connection. And nobody saw her. So that was then she noticed she had this.
Do you not just think people are ignoring you?
Nej, det tror jag inte. För att ingen har ögonkontakt med mig. Jag är helt övertygad om att jag är osynlig.
No, because she thinks she makes eye contact with people and they don't look back at her, so she don't get any connection between them.
Anita was able to take me to the exact spot where she first discovered her abilities. So, this is the spot where they left you?
Ja, det är det. Och ja, det var här jag satt i bilen och helt plötsligt så stannade de bilen och jag skulle gå ut för att ta lite frisk luft. Och plötsligt så körde de bara iväg och jag stod kvar här på den här platsen precis här. Och när de åkte iväg, det var då jag förstod att jag är osynlig. De lämnade mig inte bara utan de såg mig helt enkelt inte.
Her parents were there and then she get out and get some fresh air and then she understand when they drove off she didn't see her, so they just went without her.
Are you sure they didn't just mean to leave you?
Ja, det är jag säker på. För att jag kunde inte kontrollera mina krafter då, men det kan jag göra nu. Så det var nog mycket därför att de missade.
She's sure. Before she couldn't control her powers, but now she can.
I felt skeptical about the whole situation, but who am I to judge this girl without seeing her powers with my own eyes? I asked for a demonstration, and luckily she accepted the offer. But she's not invisible, I can see her.
Yeah, she is.
But I can see her walking.
It's her clothes that's look, but she's invisible.
The story just didn't add up, and the demonstration was enough for me to make my judgments. I had to expose this so-called superhero and stop her living this way. But luck did not seem to be on my side. So, are you sure that you have powers?
Jag har inte tid för fler frågor.
She has not time for any more questions. She's invisible now.
But I can see her again.
No, you can't.
I've been Craven Moorhead, and I've had enough.
Well, that was invisibility in Sweden. Quite something, eh? Anyway, it's time for an advert break now, but stick around, because after the break we'll be talking to more superheroes in far-flung places, getting a sense of how this truly is an international epidemic. Also, we'll be talking to Take That to see what they make of that. Gary Barlow claims he can fly. Also, I'll be trying on this mask. Stick around. Right, back to the studio. It's freezing out here.